What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching this video here. My name's Cody. We're going to jump into kind of a new series here on, basically how to bet, right? I'm not really sure how long this is going to go on for. I can see it being a 6 to 8 video series, so we're pretty much just going to start right with the basics, and that's opening up an online account. And that's pretty much what this is going to be about, and some questions that I see surfacing around. And I'm actually in the middle of opening up a 5 Dimes account. If you go to Sportsbook Review, what's their name? Sportsbookreview.com. They give you a good in-depth analysis on who's good and who are the best ones to roll with. And I currently do have a bookmaker account, and they have Bookmaker ranked as the second best team, or the second best online site to use, and I agree with that. I think Bookmaker is fantastic. I've talked about them several times. And then other than that, they have 5 Dimes right at the top, and that's why I went with them. They give you the 50% free play, which is pretty much half of what you put in. They'll give you that free play, and I'm not sure if they still do that. This looks like an older kind of article, but I'm in the middle of signing up, so I will let you know. Behind that is Bovada. Bovada's got a real easy site to use, and that's the only reason I like them. I don't really like their odds. I don't really like what they bring to the table, but other than that, they got a real easy site to use. They got a lot of games to pick from, and they're very big on props, so that's something to keep in mind. So basically, when you open up your account, it's going to ask for very basic information, and if you're opening up an offshore account, I remember when I first did it, I was incredibly worried, and there's nothing to be worried about. I remember my mom, actually, when I opened up the account, she was waiting for people to come knock on the door, and there's no one going to come knocking on your door. There's no bookies, there's nothing involved. You can only bet the money that you have in the account. You're not playing with oh, I'll get you next time. No, if you put $100 in and you lose that $100, there's no more trying to play with house money. You don't have to worry about that. Your personal info in there, it's safe, it's secure. These top rated sites, they usually don't have any issues. I've never had any issues with them. I've never even heard of anyone having any issues with Bookmaker, Bovada, or 5 Dimes, whatever. I've never heard of any problems there, so I wouldn't be concerned about that at all. When I first started doing this, when you sign up for your account, they will ask for your means of deposit, right? For Bookmaker and Bovada, I've always used Western Union. It's not the easiest way to go. It can be a pain in the butt to drive down to the Publix or the local whatever grocery store, whoever's got the Western Union, and it's not the easiest way to go. You get a fake generated name. Seems kind of sketchy. They usually give you 4 names, and you don't know if they're 2 middle ones, are those the 2 middle names, or is that a first and a last? You're really confused about that. If you use Western Union, put your comment below and let me know if you've had that same issue. That's kind of funny to me. It was kind of a pain in the butt. Only recently have I put my debit card on there, and again, I've had no issues. I've talked to buddies who have had no issues with it, and I've never had a problem with them. The only problem that I've run into, actually, only problem I've heard of anyone running into, was a MyBookie account, and I'm not a fan of MyBookie. They're not rated on this site, and rightfully so. Not really a big fan of them. They advertise everywhere. I think they overdo what they're advertising. Their lines aren't great. So I had an account there, but it's been deactivated since, and that's why I'm going with 5 Dimes. So basically, that's it. Once you make your deposit into the account, it usually takes a few minutes to generate. From there, you are ready to go. You can bet on games right away. Make sure you get that bonus. Some sites, you have to kind of pester them. Bookmaker, I've had to pester them occasionally to get that bonus in there, that free play in there. And if this is your first time betting, you're going to want to use that free play because mistakes will be made. When it comes to odds, when it comes to making your selection, sometimes you click it twice, sometimes you bet it once and it didn't go through, and you bet it again and it did. I did that on Bovada, and that's a site problem. That's not a you problem. As far as customer service with these people, Bookmaker will help you every step along the way. I've talked to people wherever they are. Not sure where they're at, but I have talked to them. Customer service, and they're fantastic. From them and Bovada, actually, both of them are very helpful people. Bovada, usually, if you email, they'll give you a call right away. That's happened with me twice now, where they've given me a call right away. So I highly recommend that. So as far as putting in your personal info, there's no issue there. You don't have to worry about that, especially nowadays. Think of how many people have that. I would definitely recommend online versus going with a bookie of some sort. I would highly recommend that. And then as far as putting your debit card in there, it's not an issue. But if you do go Western Union, I don't have a problem with it. It is kind of inconvenient. But let me know if you've used Western Union, and let me know your thoughts on that. This video is about opening up the account. The next one will be about placing your bet. My name's Cody. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and I'll see you next video.